What's up, y'all? This is the Kimmy Show. Welcome. So tonight I'm going to be reading Dezirable by Charles Lee Robinson Jr. I'm feeling myself. And we're reading chapter 4. I went to the toy party with the girls. So tonight I want to make sure that we get to stop, pause, and relate. Because if you're a reader like me, sometimes the things you're reading, you just have to stop, pause, and be like, ooh, because you be feeling it. So tonight, Kimmy feeling herself. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get right to it. But before we do, you go ahead and like that bell and then go ahead and subscribe to me because you don't want to miss all these goodies I got going on. No. Let's get to it. So I woke up Saturday morning. There wasn't any alarm clock going on. I'm off on weekends and it's time to play. I showered, put on me some tight boy shorts and a tank top. Bam, my favorite wear. And I was feeling great. I started cleaning around the house and doing laundry. I usually try to get my laundry out the way on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. For some reason, I felt like this was that day. I turned on my radio and I began to play my oldies but goodies. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Midnight Train to Georgia. That's what I was singing to myself. I slightly opened up my front door to see if my morning paper was out. And of course it was. So after I read the paper, my phone rang. Ring, ring, ring. When I answered the phone quickly, someone hung up. And the number came up unknown on my call ID. I thought that was odd and very rude, especially early this morning. Then about 20 minutes later, the phone rang again. I let it ring for about 5 times before I answered it. Ring, 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 ring. I answered it with an agitated voice. Hello? Hello, who is this? Hello? Girl, this is Sandra. What's wrong with you this morning? Sounding all mad. I said, oh, hey, girl, someone just called and hung up on me, and I thought you were calling me back. Now, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand when somebody call me and hang up. You know, because you got the audacity to call me and hang up. Just say what you got to say. They be scared when they call. That's what I say. So she gonna say, girl, I'm sorry. I was just trying to call you, Sandra said. People don't have nothing else to do in their lives. What are you up to this morning? I'm ready for the party, Sandra said. Hell yeah, that's why I called you. What time are you picking up Chastity? I said, I told her around 6:30 this evening. So, Chastity, Sandra, and I, Dezirable, we're all going to the toy party. So, ladies, have you been to a toy party lately? Because if you haven't, you should. Sometimes, women, we need a little toys in our life, to kind of spice little things up for some of y'all. But if you got a toy that you own, all human-like, you don't need no toys. But for those who don't, come on and let's go play with these toys. Okay. So she says, oh, now he's your new friend now. Now tell me all about this juicy stuff, Sandra said. She was all eager to hear my business because I was telling her that I've been on the phone with Tony. Okay, so Tony is Dezirable new friend. And with Tony being Dezirable new friend, she catching up nowadays. You know what I'm saying? All them thoughts in her mind, but ain't nothing happened quite just yet. So come on, y'all. Let's see what's going on. So she just kept asking me more and more questions. I kept dancing around the answers. I mean, when will I meet Mr. Right? Sandra asked. I know you're going to let me meet him soon, but let me get to know him better and maybe go on some dates. Look, we're both jumping the gun, I said, and we laughed again. Tell me what's up with you and this new Pedro guy. What's up with Latino heat, I asked. That's what I was going to tell you. He picked me up yesterday in his Bentley, and we went out to dinner. Where did you go eat? Girl, I hope you didn't spend all that man money, I said. No, I didn't spend all his money. We just went to a restaurant called Cheddar's. The food was great. It wasn't that expensive. As she giggled, I said, oh, okay. Well, I've been there before, and it's very nice. Oh, now how you trying to change up on us, Sister Sandra said. No, just doing something different. You think I'm all about the money, which I am, but I just want someone who can stand on his own 2 feet. I hear you, girl. It's nothing wrong with that, I said. Sandra said, nothing wrong with that at all. So as I'm in the kitchen, I get up and I'm starting to clean. Then we hung up the phone. I went to about cleaning my house. I cooked some eggs, bacon, and pancakes. I made coffee with hazelnut creamer. And after breakfast, I put on my workout clothes to do my walking around the neighborhood. I love to keep in shape. You know what I'm saying? I do my walks and workouts on the weekends. It's so hard to keep this stomach down, but I manage it very well. Anyway, if it pokes out too much, oh well. So, I can always make some Spanx and brand new girdle, but hey, it is what it is. It was a very beautiful morning as I started to walk. It was about 80 degrees and the sun was shining. I heard the birds chirping. The small breeze made me feel like I was in paradise. So as I got to just do my little jog, even the young boys was whistling and trying to hit on me. I guess I'm so damn desirable. I smiled at them and kept on walking. Then I saw a married man looking too. I actually saw one man look so much, his wife smacked his butt across his forehead. I guess he stared a little too long. After I finished my walk, I showered again and took me a little nap. And here we go, y'all. You know Desirable in her dreams. So, give it to me. Give it to me, Daddy, is what I said, as if I felt his six-pack hit my big behind. He's all inside of me, and we fit like a hand and a glove. He has me so wet, I can feel it running down my legs. He takes me to the other room and bends me over the sofa. My head is now in the pillows, and I'm trying to take it all in without resistance. His back is so strong, I can feel his shaft with every thrust. I clench my fist so tight, and I'm calling out to Jesus. I can feel his body getting sweaty as he meshes with mine. Ooh, I am so into him right now. My soul has separated from my body. I'm breathing so heavy. Oh, God, I think I'm about to come. Oh, God, I think I'm about... Ooh, ring, ring, ring. Damn it, the phone woke me up. Now, I don't know about y'all. That damn Desirable in these dreams, okay? All this stuff she got going on right here. Why the phone had to ring right then and there? I know all y'all done thought about it. Because I did. I don't care how many times we read this story. But them dreams be something. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Okay. So as I get up and I answer the phone, I clean myself up and get my composure back. I return Chastity's call because that's who's calling me. Girl, what time you picking me up? I said 5. I frantically said, 5 what? Oh my God, I almost slept the whole day away. Let me get on up so I can come and get you, girl. Let's head to this toy party. Okay, y'all. So meanwhile, as they're getting ready to go to this toy party, getting all dressed, you know, we got Desirable doing all her little dreams. We got Sandra over there with the Pedro guy. Let's get to Chastity and see what kind of man she got because everybody, you know, on the hills about her. So we get to Chastity's house. I arrive at 5. I'm picking her up. Sandra's like, girl, you better make sure that she know how to dress because you know how Chastity is. I said, girl, I already told her, put a bug in her ear and told her she know what she needs to do. So Chastity comes come downstairs. She opened up the door. First, a little boy said, hey. Then she come downstairs. She opened the door. I was like, oh, Chastity. She dressed from head to toe. She looking just like me and Sandra. I guess we rubbing off on her, Desirable said. So fast forwards, we get to Trisha's house. The door flew open and there was Trisha. She was wearing a maroon corset with her big breast popping all out. She had on black leggings and maroon pumps. She was looking very nice. She invited us into her home and it was filled with women and toys everywhere. I think I saw an exotic toy in every room. It was a very big house. And to see all those toys, I felt like a fat kid in a candy store. We were all amazed at the big dildos and the little ones. Little ones. I don't know about that. I don't think I'll be too much amazed. But you should have seen these ladies running from room to room like kids. Of course, I had to be smooth with my curiosity. Couldn't let no other women know I was depriving myself from that hot piece of meat. For a minute, I couldn't even find Sandra. That crazy girl was all over in the corner just talking to a huge dildo. We all started laughing until we were in tears. She came back over here to where Chastity and I were sitting and said, see, sometimes you have to rub them and talk to them. She ain't lying. And then they will pop up like a genie. Yeah, I hear you, girl. I know. Are you all right? I said, while teasing her. She better be all right the way she was holding that piece of meat, said Chastity. Then Trisha came from behind with a smile on her face and said, are you girls all right? Are y'all having fun? We thank Trisha for inviting us, for coming to her house. She said, hey, ladies, let's play some sex games. Okay. The ladies, first we're going to play Pass the Dildo. So we got the passing it on and bringing it back, going back and forth. It was so funny. The object of the game was to pass the dildo around, and whoever was the last one with the dildo gets to take it home with free prizes. And guess who won? My girl Sandra. What toy am I getting? I've broken all my toys at home. I'm so happy I won. I need a big, strong one, she said. Everyone just started laughing. That girl is so funny. She had no discretion about disclosing how rough she is with toys. Trisha then passed out Jello shots, and we were drinking, and we went to her home bar. It was so much fun, and I met a lot of nice ladies. We all had something in common. None of us was having any sex. One lady said none for 5 years. Another lady said almost 8 years. I was like, wow. I thought my little 4 years was way too long. I wasn't the only one depriving myself. I guess that's why we was all at the toy store, at this toy party, breaking toys, having to buy more toys. Can somebody just get a man? While we were talking and laughing, Trisha's doorbell rang. We turned and saw the door open, and guess who it was at the door? At first, I took a double take. It actually happened to be the tramp who lived down the street from me. I heard and turned around and whispered to Sandra, girl, that's the tramp I was telling you about, who lives down the street from me. Oh, okay, I see the tramp live in and direct view now, Chastity said. What are you girls whispering about? I said, I'll tell you later. So the tramp spotted me and headed my way. Hey, girls, how are you? We're neighbors, right? I'm Doreen. I'm Dez. Nice to meet you, Doreen. I see we live right up the street from each other, but we never had the chance to introduce ourselves. And Sandra said, yeah, introduce yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Sandra and Chastity. They exchanged hello. So meanwhile, as the tramp is telling everybody, about she's my neighbor and how she know Trisha. And she says, where's the worst place you ever had sex? Her crazy self gonna say, on an air mattress. What? At first, everyone just paused. And then we all looked at one another and started laughing. Sandra put her head down and smiled. I just shook my head. Next, the tramp pulled out a message out of the hat, which read, what is your wildest sexual fantasy? Her nasty ass said she wanted to have sex with identical twins. She said she wants every hole in her body to be filled at the same time. Every hole. That might want to be a little bit too much for some people, I guess. She said, at the same time, I thought that was a bit too much. But most of the ladies shook their heads, and one older lady said, real low, oh slut. And all of us just broke out cracking up laughing. That girl is a mess, I said to myself. Shortly thereafter, the lights went out, the music began to play, and all of a sudden, a male appeared, a male stripper dressed as a police officer. And oh my God, the women went screaming so loudly. I thought to myself, this is why Trisha's house is tucked so far away from her neighbors. The stripper was built and a fine brother. His instrument was well endowed and it was hanging inside a sleeve. The women were rubbing him up and gladly gave him $10 and $20. I can't lie, the brother was paid. He kept grinding his body up and down and around and around. That was one fine man. Damn, I thought to myself. He was trying to get on the floor so he can grind all on my booty. I kept pulling away. I'm only a spectator. Ain't nobody be touching all on this. Not so much for my girl Sandra though. When he finally got his hands on her, they commenced to grinding and gyrating like dogs in heat. He put his face in between her legs and she started screaming for joy. He gave my girl a full lap dance and she was ecstatic. I was laughing so hard all the way he was flipping her around. It was crazy excitement. The toy party, it was just what I needed. And it was just what Sandra and Chastity needed. After all the festivities, we bought some new toys. Some of us won new toys. It was well worth it. So as we were leaving, Trisha informed us she was having another party in a few months. We were all happy to hear that and headed towards my car. When I was opening the door, I saw the tramp. She waved at me and said goodbye. I waved back, got into my car, and shut the door. And we just all cracked up laughing. So let's talk about this toy party. So which one of y'all and how many of y'all's all Charles Lee Robinson fans know about his books, especially reading Dezirable? I know y'all done went and picked up a toy. Probably already got many of them tucked away. But ain't nothing like human. I'm just saying, ain't nothing like human. So as we get home and I get ready to soak myself into a bath, I began to put my feet up because I was so relieved. I wanted to take my shoes off at the party so bad, but you know, a lady never takes her shoes off and walk bare feet on the floor. That's just tacky. I'm too classy for that, Dezirable says. I got undressed. I headed right to the shower. I was feeling so relaxed. I decided to get in my tub and run the jets. I lit candles around the tub. I made sure the tub was full of bubbles and I was ready to relax. I thought to myself, I should have some wine and play some soft music. I sat in this nice hot water. I began to put the bubbles all over my soft skin. It felt like I was in heaven. The water in the tub was soothing. I nearly lost my mind. The only component missing was a strong man. So I closed my eyes. I imagined that I was not alone. In fact, I'm not. So she got to holding on and just thinking about, I was in Tony Strong's arms and he was holding on to me tightly. It felt so good and real. Finally, about an hour later, I got out the tub. I lotioned my body. My skin began to glisten like the rising sun over the horizon. I put on my nightgown. I sprayed on my go-to-bed body spray because I love to smell good, feel good. Yes. Even if it's only going to bed. So I got through caressing my body and my cookie began to get warm. Very warm. I rolled over and grabbed my favorite large king size red pillow and put it between my legs. I trembled a little. As soon as I placed it near my cookie, I began to rock side to side as if it was going to kill this warm sensation I was having. My eyes rolled up in my head a little and I was feeling like I was going to climax all over myself. My soft and gentle moans started to sound louder and louder. I turned to the right side of myself. Calm down. My breathing started to get sporadic. And now I was beginning to feel light and my breathing was getting right. I felt myself falling into my own imaginations. I wanted all of this to be real. I mean, I can't wait for this to become my reality. In the meantime, I just got to lay here and wait patiently while thinking one day this all will be real. Woo. Until we meet again, y'all, that's the Kimmy Show. Don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you next time.